Once upon a time in the dusty savanna of Tanzania, there lived a thief named Stan. He wasn't your ordinary thief. He had a knack for stealing the most bizarre things. From rubber chickens to garden gnomes, nothing was safe from his sticky fingers. One day, while wandering through the wilderness, Stan stumbled upon a remote village inhabited by the Hadza people, also known as the hadzabe. These indigenous hunter-gatherers were famous for their unique way of life and their distinctive clothing made from animal skins. Stan couldn't resist the temptation. He concocted a plan to steal one of their prized skin outfits, but little did he know this would be his most hilarious heist yet. Under the cover of darkness, Stan crept into the village, his eyes gleaming with mischief. He tiptoed past the sleeping huts, careful not to make a sound. Finally, he found what he was looking for: a beautifully crafted hadzabe skin outfit hanging on a clothesline. With trembling hands, Stan reached out to snatch the clothes, but just as he was about to make his getaway, he heard a voice behind him. "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" Startled, Stan spun around to see a hadzabe tribesman staring at him with a mix of confusion and amusement. "Oh, I was just admiring your craftsmanship," Stan stammered, trying to think of an excuse. The tribesman raised an eyebrow, unconvinced. "Admiring it, huh? Well, I hope you don't plan on wearing it. Those clothes are meant for hadzabe warriors, not sneaky thieves like you." Stan chuckled nervously, realizing he'd been caught red-handed. "Of course not. I wouldn't dream of it." The tribesman eyed him suspiciously for a moment before bursting into laughter. "Well, if you like it so much, why don't you join us for a hunt tomorrow? If you can keep up, maybe we'll consider letting you borrow one of our outfits." Stan couldn't believe his luck. Not only had he avoided getting caught, but he'd also been invited to join a real hadzabe hunt. The next day, Stan found himself trekking through the wilderness with his newfound friends, armed with nothing but a makeshift bow and arrow. Despite his lack of experience, he managed to keep up surprisingly well, thanks to his nimble fingers and quick wit. As they stalked their prey, Stan couldn't help but feel a sense of exhilaration. For the first time in his life, he wasn't stealing to satisfy his greed. He was hunting to survive, just like the hadzabe. By the end of the day, Stan was exhausted, but exhilarated. He may not have caught anything himself, but he had earned the respect of the hadzabe and a newfound appreciation for their way of life. As he bid farewell to his new friends and ventured back into the wilderness, Stan couldn't help but chuckle at the irony of it all. The greatest treasure he'd ever stolen wasn't a shiny bauble or a valuable artifact. It was a newfound sense of belonging and a hilarious tale to tell for years to come.